Alright guys, well, like we stated in the last video, I was going to do the plugs, the whole tune-up on this, plugs, wires, the cap, and the rotor. Sorry, I'm at work and I know you can hear the alarm going off. Oh, it stopped. Okay. So I got one bank done, got this bank done, all three. Again, this one was easy, that one was easy. The one behind the steering shaft was a pain. I didn't disconnect the steering shaft because I didn't want to mess with that. So what I did, swivel, I didn't have this long extension, I just did this. I got it. It's not that bad. The only other pain that I've experienced with this side is these little, I'll go over here, the little wire clippies, or whatever you want to call them. Sorry, phone's not focusing. There we go. These are a pain when they haven't been released in a while. So other than that, it's been going okay. I'm gonna button up this side. I have a new inner fender splash shield to go in here. I'm also gonna put up a picture of the old plug and the new plug next to each other. But yeah, so we got that. I gotta do now, put the air intake back in, and then I'm gonna put the wheel back on this side and then start on the other side. And then once I'm done that, I'm gonna see what time it is because it's already 6:28. I'm gonna see how that goes, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm gonna do the cap and the rotor today. Odds are I'm probably gonna do it, but we'll see. So I'm gonna put my phone down, finish this up, and we'll get on to a clip of this hopefully running, so we'll see. But anywho, that's your Blazer update as of right now in the moment. So we're gonna keep on going. Okay, well, here's where we're at, unfortunately, leaving it back up in the top lot. Well, that's because Rock Auto failed me. That's what I ran over. Nice. Rock Auto failed me because I should have assumed this. Let me show you guys this box here, and should have just checked this out before I decided to take everything apart, but it's okay. See this box, how it's like sliced? But this says additional parts inside. The plug wire, or the spark plugs, were in here originally, but this slice, I thought nothing of it. I thought that they just slipped the stuff in, and no. Apparently, what I'm gathering is this spark plug wire set is supposed to include 4 spark plug boosts that look like that, a 45. Well, it only came with 2 and 4 of the straight. Again, not what it needed. I needed 2 45s. Again, not the end of the world, but it is an inconvenience. I have to order a new set. I'm going to return that back to Rock Auto once I get the new set. But this side is all buttoned up, as you see, with the new liner. That side has the 2 45s, but this side, on the passenger side, has the old 2 45s and 1 new wire. So it's running pretty good with the new plugs. But I gotta wait until Wednesday, today's Saturday, to get the new wires, so I can pop the 2 new on, and then I'm gonna put on the new distributor cap and rotor, and then this tune-up will be done. Just gonna take a little bit more time, longer than I thought, but it is running pretty good. No more hesitation on idle, like when it comes down. It used to like kind of stumble and then pick itself back up. I feel like it's gonna run even smoother once I put the new cap and rotor on, but yeah. So we're gonna wait until Wednesday. Wednesday I'm gonna put the 2 wires on and then the cap and rotor on as well. Drive it some, and then yeah, we'll be good to go. So again, minor inconvenience, but hey, we'll push through. So yeah, we'll have to wait until Wednesday, and we'll pick this back up then. This thing always does happen to clean up pretty well. Okay, so let's open the hood. I didn't clean the inside. It's a little, got some like debris. But let's pop the hood. We got everything done. Cap, rotor, plugs, wires. Bear with me. We got all that stuff done. I managed to lose this, so I need to find one at a junkyard. Not a big deal. I was fidgeting while I was trying to find the 2 wires that I had to order from Napa, which I just bought a whole new set from Napa, and then I'm going to return the ones that I got back from Rock Auto because they messed up the order. So that's been dealt with. I got the 2 new wires. It was these 2 right here. Sorry, these 2 right here. The cap and the rotor is on. That's all brand new AC Delco stuff. And then I buttoned up with the new inner fender splash shields. So that's nice. Don't have to worry about the water getting onto the exhaust and into the plugs and all that. So she's running good. I'm going to take it for a little drive here in a few minutes because it's been sitting and it's awfully cold out. It's our first cold, like, actual day. It was like 27, I think 27 degrees out this morning. But I just washed it. Got the cap and rotor on. I want to charge up the battery, all that kind of fun stuff, but we'll do a little cold start. Runs really good with all that new stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this thing warm up, but running good, no complaints. The tune-up was definitely, I think, needed. It definitely helped, so not complaining there. But yeah, I'll let this thing warm up. Maybe I'll make a clip while we're on the road. So yeah, other than that, we're doing pretty good. So, and a fresh wash too. And since I had both cars here, I washed the 4Runner. See, 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, replacing the old dated wheel hubs to get rid of my ABS light. I realized full well that it's been way too long since I made a clip on this. So we got the tune-up done. Oh shit, that's what I forgot at the junkyard. Okay, never mind, sorry. I just got back from the junkyard and I forgot, because I'm looking at the hood and the fender, that little bumper thing that I misplaced when I was doing the tune-up. Obviously I still have that misplaced, and I was just at the junkyard getting a few things for next video, like this mirror for the passenger side. Even though my mirror is perfectly fine, I just want to keep this since it's the original one and it's in really nice shape. And that's, yeah, so I can't say much more about that because I still want to keep that a secret for the video. And I was going to get another rear window because I have a secret for this too, that is going to retire the 96 Bravado wing, which is now 30 years old because it's 2026. But yeah, the window that when I got there was busted. Some kid must have fucking threw a rock through it or something. I was kind of irritated with that because I drove 30 minutes, but that's aside from the point. But yes, we did the tune-up and then we did the wheel hubs. I didn't really film too much because that was kind of a bear. This one was a little bit seized onto the spindle, but I got it off. It wasn't that bad. We have no ABS light now, and the ABS works. The ABS pump works and everything works how it should when you're on ice and snow. But other than that, that's pretty much it. This video has been drawn out since September. So I just want to upload it so that we can move on to the next project, which is going to be coming up very soon this month, since it is February now. Going to be replacing the whole brake line system on this because, well, I'll get more into the because in the next video, but I have to get this car inspected because the state of Maryland does not consider this vehicle a historic anymore. Yeah, I don't understand that one bit. But anyway, we did the tune-up, the wheel hubs, and then I also installed my dash cam front and rear. You can see the back one right up there. So that wiring, the wire to the back goes along the pillar up and all the way back and into the rear dash cam, I just have the wire ran between the headliner, so it comes under here, through here, all back in here, and straight back to the back. And then the power wire runs down on that side and coming over and into the power. So yeah, I got the dash cam, had some fun with it in the snow. I really haven't done too much aside from, like I said, the tune-up, the wheel hubs, and the dash cam. I really have not been doing too much to it because winter, you know, it's just kind of crummy out. Granted, I have access to a shop in which I have been using. But yeah, I recently got all the salt off because, well, the roads are still covered in white, but it's not good just to let it sit there. I cleaned underneath and all the wheel wells. You can see it's slowly starting to come back in some places, but it's better than just leaving it sit on the paint and on the underside. Just gotta keep rinsing it off and washing it off. That's all you can do in these crappy months. In the wonderful state of Maryland, where we decide to cake the road with salt and brine, a chemical that just absolutely eats your vehicle from the inside out. I love Maryland, I really do. Full sarcasm. But anyway, like I said, in the next video, we're going to be doing brake lines, rear rotors, this rear caliper, because the previous owner only replaced 3 out of the 4 calipers. I don't know why. And the rubber hose, rotors, wheel spacers. I already have all this stuff. I'm just waiting. And then we have to get this thing to pass through Maryland State Inspection, which should be no problem once we get the brakes situated. Only reason why I have to get the brake lines redone is because it has all brand new brake lines, but they're copper nickel, and copper nickel does not pass in the state of Maryland. So that has to be dealt with. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And then, so that'll be its own separate video, the fixing the brakes and the getting it to pass through Maryland State Inspection. And then the following, we'll do some cosmetic things. I'm getting these mirrors here. They are black, and this one is an Amazon junker, so it like flops or moves as you're driving. The glass is so flimsy it shakes. I have a brand new OEM one, and that's why I got the passenger side one, because I'm getting just this part, not this part, just this part, color match blue, like the 2000 or 98 to 2000 Envoy mirror. So this would be color matched, but I'm still gonna have my black trim. This is going to be staying black, the cowl, the wipers, the door handles, the roof rack, and the pillars. I'm still kind of on the fence. I don't want this to look like an Escalade or a Bravada. It's not. It's a Blazer. I know you're putting you have an Envoy bumper and a Bravada spoiler on it. I mean, you might as well color match them. I don't know how I feel. I might get them color matched and just keep my black ones just in case if I don't like it. I just don't know how I feel about that. We'll see once I get the mirrors color matched if I need to tie more in. And then also I have a extremely secret, this Bravada window is going to get retired. This is another thing. As you guys remember, I might have touched on this, but I was always on the hunt for the correct size struts because on the Blazer roof rack, it sits high. This is a taller roof rack compared to the Bravada. The Bravada roof rack comes to about here, so you can clear this in 96. It was, only special to the Bravada, so you have the lower profile rack, so you can clear the spoiler. The Blazer, obviously you have the taller rack, so it makes it more of a hindersome with the Bravada wing. But this Bravada wing has shifted. As you can see, there's a big gap here, or I'm sorry, like you can put a finger there, and on the other side it overlaps the trim, as you see. So something in the past has shifted this spoiler. So this Bravada wing is kind of messed up, and I found something that is a GM accessory, apparently news to me, and we're going to install that on this. So I'm looking for a stock window so I can install that. So yeah, this will get retired. Maybe I can adjust and try and get these little screws out and be able to shift the wing back to normal and be able to use this again. I don't know, but I need to find another rear glass, which I'm going to go to another junkyard possibly tomorrow and source another glass. But like I was saying, this was another thing I did. I finally found the correct size strut so I could at least have the window open to get into and out of the trunk temporarily until I found this new thing that I want to install. So that's pretty much it. I just want to get this video posted for you guys because I've been making it since September and it's now February. I need to upload this video. So like I said, September into February is what this video is going to consist of. So thanks again for watching. I'm gonna get out of here because it's freezing. But again, like I said, next video we're going to be running this through Maryland State Inspection and fixing all the brakes the right way. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So thanks again for watching. We'll pick this up next time, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.